Yo, what's going on, guys? And welcome back to another anime fighting simulator video. In today's video, we're going to be making a tier list on all of the Fighting Pass Season 1 items. However, before we get into the video, only 91.7% of you guys to watch my videos are subscribed. And if you guys haven't already, man, it's completely free to subscribe, and you guys can always unsubscribe to the channel whenever you guys want to. But if you guys do decide to subscribe, man, not mad a lot. Trying to reach 50,000 subscribers before the end of the year. But all right, let's just get right into the video, man. Right, y'all wanted me to make a tier list on all of the Fighting Pass Season 1 items. I got you guys. Even though I know it's a little late doing this, you know. Let's not mumble and let's just get right into it, man. And we are actually going to be starting with Barrier Fruit. Now, Barrier Fruit has a couple cool powers. One of them being Barrier Expansion, which is this like bubble thing that it makes. Wow, very cool. Then we got Barrier Rush, which you like get shoved with a wall and all that. Pretty cool as well. We got also then Barrier Slam, so you can aim this and then boom, you kind of like jump and then wow, very cool. Then we got Barrier Surge, which just shoves the barrier very far away. Overall, it's a decent looking one. I think the biggest pro with it is that it's just easy to get. Like, it's literally tier 1 in the premium pass. There are a lot of cons with it though. Like, it only does 250 true damage to enemies, or to bosses, I should say, per cycle. I'll just say this once in the beginning. A cycle is when I use each power one single time. Just so you guys know, that's a cycle. That's a full power cycle. So he does about 250 damage from all of the combined in a cycle. Has no ranged moves, man. The only one that you can like consider like a semi-ranged move is Barrier Slam. But then again, you know, you jump into the boss, which is not the best, right? Because most of you are going to be using this fruit, like, or just using any of these things to defeat bosses, right? So on my tier list, I think this one, due to it being what it is, I think it's a C tier. I think it's a weak C tier. It could even be a D tier. We might change it later, but as of right now, we're going to put it in C. After that, we actually got a champion. Now, this champion is the Buddha champion, which is this one right here. I have it maxed. Very cool. As you guys can see, it trains 80% strength and 85% chakra. Its passive is called Nirvana's Blessing. 50% chance to dodge income attacks, and after dodging, abilities deal 50% more damage for 5 seconds. So yeah, here we go. This is the look. Wow, I mean, it does look very cool. I love like the Buddha aura around the champion. I think that looks really cool. Will I be using this? No, I won't, simply because I have better champions. If you don't have a lot of good champions, then this one is definitely a good one. Also, it's an exclusive, man. You're never going to be able to get it again, so I would fully recommend getting this one. Where are we going to put it on the tier list? I'll put it as a champion. This is a special and this is a champion, right? Because so I kind of don't want to rank them against each other. I kind of want to rank all the champions for themselves, but on the same tier list. So as a champion, I'll put it in B. It's just all right, you know. It does everything all right. Like, it's not bad, it's not good. It's just an all right champion. You get what I'm saying? I could even argue to put it like at top C, but I'll put it at B for right now. After that, we got Killer Queen, which has a couple of very cool abilities, I'm not gonna lie. First one being Stand Barrage, which is just basic for every stand. You can see, wow. And then the second one is just like a semi-ranged move, but like you see, like detonate when I'm holding it has like this explosion thing. Then you can just boom, explode. Wow, very cool. After that, we got this thing called Sheer Heart Attack. Basically what it does is that it sends like a drone from the anime, and it sends them like towards enemies or whatever. It does a decent amount of damage. The last one is actually really cool. I like this one. Bites the dust, so it's this like big purple thing, and then boom, exploded. I was just holding it there, but you can instantly let go of it. Wait, there's a fruit. Ooh. Now the question is, where do we put Killer Queen? I have a couple of things written down. There's a pro about it. It deals 410 true damage each cycle, which in my opinion, it's a lot of damage. It's not that hard to get either, because it's still pretty early in the battle pass. Although there is like con with that being, you know, mostly all close range abilities, except from the C move, which is on the ground. It's not flying, right? It's not like a projectile. So where do we put Killer Queen? I think Killer Queen is going into a strong B. Actually, you know what? I would even put it at a weak A. I'm not gonna lie, because of the damage. That's 410 damage. It's kind of crazy. After this, we have another champion, that being Egoist. Egoist trains 65% durability, 90% speed, and 90% agility. Passive is named Special Perk, and the passive is, while equipped, every 90th special roll and 90th champion roll, Egoist buffs luck by 20% for the 90th roll. Decreases dash and flash step cooldown by 10%. So it's an oddly specific champion, but here you guys can see, I think he's from Blue Lock, right? The anime Blue Lock. I mean, he's all right. You know what I'm saying? The question is like, where do we rank him? In my opinion, I think Egoist could even be a D tier, like as a regular champion. I'll put it in C simply because of the luck thing every 90th. It would be better if it was every 10th, right? We all agree on that. But every 90th is still like very low, and then you also got to remember it barely trains in durability. I will give it that it trains 90% speed and agility. I think it might be the best with speed and agility in the whole game, which is simply why I'm putting it here. Could even put it above Barrier as of right now. We're not gonna rank these two together. We're mainly gonna rank these two. I still think it's worse than Buddha. I'm not gonna lie, the Buddha champion is a little better. After this, we got another champion, that being Silver Elf. Now Silver Elf trains 85% durability, 90% chakra, and 85% speed. Passive also just called special perk, and this is what it does. It has a 20% increased damage against killable mobs / NPCs, 15% chance to dodge chakra related attacks. When you are hit 3 times, Silver Elf enters a meltdown, which decreases chakra move cooldowns by 10% and increases her chakra damage by 40%. You know, the whole like getting hit thing and then it activates, I don't like it. There you go. I do like the look of the champion. It does look very, very cool. It's the last champion that you get in the season 1 fighting pass. However, I don't think there's a lot going for it. I think it's all right, which is why I'm gonna put it in either stronger than Buddha, because I think it's a little bit better than Buddha. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's just a tad bit better, a slight bit better. So I'll put it in B as well. Right, the next one we got is Buddha. This time the Buddha fruit. What bam! Look at this transformation. Really cool, guys. The first ability is called Heavenly Impact. Now this ability looks like this. Bam, just a big like AoE damage. Like I'm pretty sure this has the biggest AoE in the whole entire game. And then we got Divine Retribution, which does this like big like I think it's like a projectile. Could it be? We're gonna test it at any moment now, but let's just do Twilight of the Gods. This one's pretty cool. You just fly up in the air and then it just like a lot of beams come out of your body, just floating basically everywhere. The only issue with this in this game is that it doesn't really have much of a use, because the amount of like you don't take any damage reduction. You still take a lot of damage when you do bosses like really quickly. In my opinion, you should take like almost no damage, because or else there's no use of it, right? There's really no other use. Okay, let's try Divine Retribution one more time. Is it like a projectile? It is. Wow, pretty cool. Now, where do we put Buddha? Buddha is just really, I mean, there's only really one pro, and it looks cool. It looks cool. I would say it doing only 370 damage per cycle compared to when you compare that to a 410 damage on the Killer Queen. And considering this is rarer to get, it's a little easier to level up because there's only 35 mastery levels and this one has 50. However, most of the moves are close range and he does still take a lot of damage, which is why I don't want to put him in anything above B, a low B tier. I would rather use Killer Queen over these two any day of the week. If you don't agree, leave a comment down below, man. Right, we got normal Phoenix fruit. The normal Phoenix fruit has very cool abilities. Let me show you real quick. I already made a video showcasing them, but I'll do it again. We got Flare Kick, we got Blazing Vortex, which is just like vortex ability. And we got Assure Inferno, which is like a tornado kind of thing. And then we got Rising Phoenix. It's like these slashes and like you can also M1 with it, which I like. And also you can fly with it if you have Flame Flight on. If you have a mount on, it's not gonna work, but I love that you can fly with it with Flame Flight. I think that's pretty cool. Now the issue with this is that it does only 220 true damage. It's very bad. There's no ranged moves essentially, and it's also hard to get. It just looks cool. You see where I'm going with this? It just looks cool, which is why I kind of want to put this in C tier. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to put it next to Barrier. Yeah, I think this is a fair placement for it. I'm not gonna lie. If you don't agree, then leave it down below, man. All right, we got the last one, Awaken Phoenix fruit. Now this one has the exact same moves as the normal one: Blazing Vortex, Flare Kick, Assure Inferno. There might be some more particles on each individual ability. I think they might have a little bit more particles, and you can also M1 with this one. Also, I really like the Phoenix. It looks really cool. However, you cannot fly with this one, which is kind of sad. The issue with this one is that it shares the same problems that the normal one does. It does only 220 true damage towards bosses each cycle. There's no ranged moves, and it's also very hard to get. This one is even harder to get than normal Phoenix because you have to do like a long quest line. It's crazy what you have to do to get this, and it being this weak. Hopefully they're gonna buff it. I think they will. This just makes no sense, it being this bad. They kind of, you know, gotta make it so that you're actually gonna use it. The question we got now is, where do we put it? I'll put it in D tier simply because of one reason. It's harder to get than Phoenix fruit. It's just Phoenix fruit. It just looks a little cooler. I mean, some people might not like being a Phoenix. Some people might like being your own avatar. I think they could quickly, you know, make it up to an S tier as long as they just buff him a lot. The abilities themselves, as long as he doesn't take as much HP as he does right now, like when you're in that transformation and you increase almost triple the amount of damage that you actually do, this will become a very good one very quickly. All these other ones are pretty accurately done. It's just in this update, they kind of, you know, didn't do really well with the balancing of the Phoenix fruit. That's the only thing they kind of missed. That's why I'm putting it in D, because it would be right here because of it being so hard, man. It took me so long. I was anticipating it. It's just such a disappointment. The power wise, all that, it's a little disappointing. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you guys watching the video, and if y'all found this video entertaining or helpful in the slightest, then make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe to the channel right now, man. Generate 50k. Also, join my Discord and become a member on the channel. Yes, we got memberships now. But all right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys with another video another day. Goodbye, everyone.